Hey, Cowboy Nation, this is Cowboys abroad. Let's get into some football talk. Let's talk about enemy scout night. We had today we had the first game of the season. A battle of the NFC North. One of those old fashioned smash mouth type games. You'd expect nothing different from Chicago and Green Bay. So before we get into my thoughts on enemy scout night, let's in case you missed it, let's just take a look real quick at a few of the highlights from the game. Let's do that.
Packers, if they're going to go on the road Thursday night and beat the Bears, it's what?
It's all about getting A-Rod into a rhythm.
Rodgers dancing, throwing for the end zone, and it is pulled in. Touchdown.
Matt LaFleur takes over, brings in his new offense, a little more movement, a little more play action, more down-the-field throws. Well, you got to get number 12 involved and get him into his comfort zone early. Look for him to set up some shots to get that rhythm going and really find that comfort zone between he and his quarterback, because if the QB1 is comfortable, we have seen Aaron Rodgers is capable of putting this offense on his back and delivering the kind of points that you want to see in a big game. It's all about number 12. How can Matt LaFleur get him on track?
You talk about getting comfortable there with a new coach and Matt LaFleur. How about for the Bears? You got a new coach there on the defensive side of the ball, Chuck Pagano taking over for Vic Fangio. What does Pagano want to do here? Does he want to rush forward? Is he going to try and get aggressive with Aaron Rodgers? I anticipate he is just going to let that front four get after it, play coverage, keep the ball in front, rally and tackle, eliminate those big plays. I think that's going to be the game plan there for that Bears defense. And then you flip it over to the offensive side of the ball. I'm excited to see David Montgomery.
Right back to David Montgomery. Look at that stutter step. Patient. And David Montgomery, the third-round pick, is in for his first NFL touchdown.
This is a back we both loved coming through the draft process. His ability, his vision inside, his feel, his contact balance. He's a physical runner.
Okay, I think they're about done. With that. Listen to Cowboy Nation. These announcers seem to have a love affair with AR-12. They have a love affair with Aaron Rodgers. The fact of the matter is, did Aaron Rodgers throw some Aaron Rodgers like throws? Yes, he did. He's Aaron Rodgers. But that said, I don't really think that's the story, Cowboy Nation. In reality, in this game was a battle of the defenses. Now, what won't surprise anybody is Chicago got a defense. With Waquan Smith and Khalil Mack, and they had a hell of a defense last year, and their defense has gotten better, in my opinion. And so that doesn't really surprise anybody. What might surprise the Cowboys from enemy watch is that the Green Bay actually has a defense this year. It's one of those things. It's one of those things that we're not really used to. Dean Ray usually try to outscore you. They try to keep up with you, but typically they defense is kind of suspect. This is just not the same Green Bay defense. This Green Bay defense is pretty damn good in my mind from what I've seen today. They were able to get pressure. They were able to get pressure. They were able to get pressure on Trubinsky and make him have a real bad day. Even got him throwing interceptions and things. And so that Green Bay defense was really able to get at him. And to nobody's surprise, Chicago's defense also clamped down well. Now, offenses in these games, these little clips, and they're not really doing it any justice. Not really doing this any justice. Wasn't much offense in this damn game. This game was kind of boring. It was kind of boring. It was a real defensive powerhouse. Nobody really doing too much of anything. They had a couple passes here. And there, but for the most part, it was just nobody. It was going to be whoever made the mistake. Whoever made the mistake first would lose the game. And so Chicago, they made some mistakes. And so they ended up losing the game. And They let Aaron Rodgers be. They let Aaron Rodgers be Aaron Rodgers, and he was able to get off one nice throw to the end zone. He was able to get off one nice throw to the end zone that probably should have been better defended. In my mind, we got we got these guys coming up. We got these guys. Aaron Rodgers first coming up. We got Chicago is weeks down the road. We'll get to them. We got Aaron Rodgers coming up. We got Aaron Rodgers coming up. I think around week 5, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's somewhere around week 5. We play Green Bay Packers. We play the Green Bay Packers. What we got to be prepared to do is have our offense on. We got to be prepared to have our offense on point. I know our offensive scheming got to be good. Chicago, they offensive line. It was hard. They had a lot of leaky holes. Green Bay was able to get to him. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means they line was terrible, or Green Bay was just that good. They seem to be do pretty well today. But Green Bay has not played the Great Wall of Dallas. They have not played against Zach Martin. They have not played against. This season. They have not played against Zach Martin, Tyron Smith. They haven't played against Travis Frederick, and Lyle Collins. They haven't played against the Great Wall, the Furious Wall of Dallas. So it's not going to be. In my mind, it's not going to be that simple to get to Dak. And even if you do manage to get some pressure, Dak is a little bit more mobile than Trubisky. Should be able to get out. Should be able to get outside on the edges. And really, that's where Dak typically throws best. And when he's on the move and he's out on the edges and he's out making things happen, he throws some hell of a passes. He plays very well on the run. And that's not to say that he can't actually run the damn ball. Dak can actually run the ball. I think we got everything we need, to beat both of these teams. These teams shouldn't be a problem for the Dallas. These teams shouldn't be a Dallas problem for the Dallas Cowboys. But both these teams, Cowboy Nation, we gotta respect. We gotta be respect. We gotta be adequately prepared. And we gotta have our offense ready. We gotta have our offense ready to go because these defenses, both of these defenses, can present some challenges if we allow them to. But we're not going to. We're gonna handle both L's and move on about our business. It was good. It was good starting the season off. I don't think it's a better. I don't think it's a better way to start the season off. I don't think it's a better way to start the season off. 100 years being in the NFL and. These two teams, they've been around for a long time. They was around in the original NFL, and all that kind of stuff represent the historical tradition of the NFL. The only way you can really make a season better is if it's the Cowboys. But the Cowboys came around in 1960. We don't really have the history like these teams got. It's funny. We have about 40 less years. We got about 40 years less years, but we have a hell of a lot more success. But that's neither here nor there. We wasn't around when the NFL was first created 100 years ago. So I don't think you could start the season off better to represent the tradition of the NFL. And this was kind of typical of one of those old school games. Your running game versus my running game type of stuff, and my QB make a few plays, and both of these QBs seem to be off a little bit today. They were obviously rusty today, not really in sync, and these running backs, they serviceable backs, but they don't scare anybody. Neither one of them. They're not top tier backs by any means. Neither one of them. So either way. That's about all I'm on. That's about all I'm gonna say on the matter. I'm glad to start the season. It was good to be early on to be able to get a look at these teams since they're on our schedule. But these teams are not to fear. They're to respect, but not to fear. You know, as long as we play Cowboy football, stay true to what we do, we should beat the brakes off both these teams. Anyway, I'm Cowboys Broad. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking me. Thank you for checking me out. Please like this video. Please help me. Please help me get to 200 subs. Ultimately, I want to get to 1,000 subs, but you got to get to 200 and 300 and 400 first. Please help me move along. Share this with your friends. I appreciate your support. Thank you for checking. Thank you for being here. I'm out.